Pepsi has been enjoyed as a refreshing drink around the world for generations. But how much do you know about the cola beverage, its history, or the company that makes it? You're watching Business Stories, and today we'll be taking a look at the story behind Pepsi. The iconic drink was first created in 1893 by Caleb Bradham and marketed as Brad's Drink. Bradham was a pharmacist who made the product at his drugstore in North Carolina, USA, where it was originally sold as a fountain beverage. His aim was to make a liquid that not only tasted good, but helped to aid digestion and boost energy. 5 years after its introduction, the drink was rebranded as Pepsi Cola. Pepsi is the Greek word for digestion, and cola comes from the name of the caffeine-containing nut, the cola nut, used to flavour the drink. By 1903, Bradham had moved his operations to a warehouse, where he began bottling the popular Pepsi Cola to sell in high numbers. He was selling thousands of gallons of syrup and demand was soaring. Motor racing pioneer Barney Oldfield became the first celebrity to endorse Pepsi Cola in 1909, describing it as a bully drink, refreshing, invigorating, a fine bracer before a race. For the next 2 decades, the liquid was highly advertised as delicious and healthful. In 1923, though, due to a disruption and confusion about sugar prices that stemmed from the First World War, the Pepsi Cola company went bankrupt. It was eventually purchased by a candy company, Loft Inc., and its formula was changed slightly. The president of Loft Inc., Charles Guth, was looking to replace the Coca-Cola he had previously served in his stores because the Coca-Cola company would not give him a discount on syrup. This could be pinpointed as the start of the Cola Wars between the two soft drink giants. More about that later. Pepsi Cola continued to gain admirers, and in 1961, the company dropped the cola part of the drink's name to make Pepsi more marketable. Advertising has been a huge factor in determining sales of Pepsi. Over the years, they have had many successful and some not so successful marketing campaigns. Sales during the Great Depression in the 1930s and 40s were boosted by the introduction of the 12-ounce bottle. Pepsi and Coca Cola had been sold in 6.5-ounce bottles, until Pepsi offered almost double the amount with an accompanying jingle called Nickel Nickel, which went as follows. Pepsi Cola hits the spot. 12 full ounces, that's a lot. Twice as much for a nickel, too. Pepsi Cola is the drink for you. The successful adverts resulted in Pepsi's profits doubling up as well. Pepsi Cola hits the spot was a slogan used heavily throughout the 1940s and 50s. Many celebrities, including actress Joan Crawford, who married a Pepsi Cola president, have been spokespeople for the brand. The drink has also appeared in numerous high-profile films, including Back to the Future, Home Alone, Wayne's World, Fight Club, and World War Z. However, in the Pepsi company's efforts to be progressive, they have also encountered some controversy and conflict. In the 1940s, there was disagreement in the Pepsi ranks about advertising to an African-American audience. Though ultimately this resulted in a rise in sales and made the company appear more inclusive than its rivals, they faced backlash and threats over their campaign. While shooting a Pepsi commercial in 1984, legendary singer Michael Jackson was severely injured on set and ended up on a stretcher with 2nd and 3rd degree burns after a pyrotechnic stunt went wrong. More recently, the public reacted very negatively to a 2017 Pepsi advert in which celebrity Kendall Jenner seems to interrupt and calm down a protest by handing out Pepsi drinks. The company says it was trying to project a global message of unity, peace, and understanding, but it ultimately came across as insensitive, making light of social struggles. Pepsi pulled the commercial and admitted that, "Clearly we missed the mark and we apologise. We did not intend to make light of any serious issue." Pepsi remains the world's second favourite soft drink behind Coca-Cola and is by far the most popular of the products which the Pepsi company now sells. Products which include Mountain Dew, Lay's potato chips, Gatorade and 7-Up. On 3 separate occasions between 1922 and 1933, the Coca-Cola company was offered the chance to buy the Pepsi Cola company, but turned it down each time. Looking back, they may very well regret not having bought out their main rival for a tiny percentage of what it is worth now. During the 1970s, the cola war between Pepsi and Coca-Cola became more intense. Pepsi performed blind taste tests of the 2 drinks in stores and called it the Pepsi Challenge. The results suggested that more customers preferred the taste of Pepsi to Coca Cola. Sales of Pepsi spiked and people were encouraged to take up the challenge themselves at home. The Coca-Cola company reacted amid much publicity and changed its formula. The release of New Coke was a disaster though, and they quickly reintroduced the original formula as Coca-Cola Classic. While Coca-Cola still sits on the throne, Pepsi has proven more popular in some markets. In countries such as Oman, India, Saudi Arabia, Pakistan, the Dominican Republic, Guatemala and some areas of Canada, Pepsi is preferred and sells in higher volume. The battle continues, with each brand constantly releasing variants of the original to try and capture a winning formula. Flavours such as vanilla, cherry and lime are often quickly mirrored by one company after the other releases it. The competition is generally quite good for consumers, as it means new flavours to try and no sudden price increases, because neither company wants to risk losing out to the other. What do you think of Pepsi? Do you prefer it to Coca-Cola? Let us know in the comments. If you found this video interesting, please remember to leave a like and subscribe for more. Thanks for watching and see you again next time.